Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the Toonami InuYasha Series 1 InuYasha. So yes, here we have InuYasha. I'm going to go ahead and review all of my carded InuYasha figures, and I'll start with InuYasha because he's the most InuYasha of all InuYasha. Anyway, these figures don't have particularly good articulation, but they're fairly anime accurate and they look pretty good. So let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, scope and details, all those sorts of things. Alright, starting with a quick size comparison. Of course, here we have InuYasha. Here's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Superior Spider-Man and our 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. I do believe if Spider-Man's legs were splayed out in that same fashion, they would be about the same size. So he is roughly in that sort of 6-inch scale, and therefore bigger than Wolverine. Let's get the other two out of here and just look at InuYasha. Alright, moving on to our 360 spin. Here you can see InuYasha. His kimono is red, and he has the big flared out sleeves with black stitching on them. He has one hand for holding the Tetsaiga, and another one for holding up nails for Iron Reaver, Soul Stealer, or just for claw poses or whatever. The end of his fingers are painted white for the claws. He has some big, massive, grayish blue tinted hair that's flowing in the back there. Big poofy pant legs, and then he has some feet down there at the bottom, which also have white painted nails. There's a little bit of detail there on the kimono, as well as his necklace of teeth and blue beads. And that is pretty much the extent of his body detail. Let's go ahead and zoom in on the head sculpt real quick. Zooming in on the head sculpt, you can see he's got his hair pieces that come down there in the front, as well as the part over the top of the head. He's got some black eyebrows, yellow eyes, a fairly simple nose, and then this is the open mouth variant, so he has the open screaming mouth on this particular head. Turn the head to the side, you can see the ears a little bit better, and a little bit more sculpting on the hair. All in all, very nice head sculpt, very anime accurate, so I approve of it. Let's zoom out and look at some articulation. Articulation-wise, InuYasha is not unlike the rest of this series and has very simple articulation. He has a slight ball peg in the head, so that rotates side to side and tilts around forward and back a little bit. Cuts at the shoulders, so those move in and out. Cuts at the wrist, and a cut at the waist. And that is the extent of it. Nothing below the waist, so he's pretty much always going to be in that pose. You can adjust his arms a little bit, but he's always going to look basically the same. InuYasha comes with a couple of accessories, so let's go ahead and look at those. InuYasha comes with both the transformed and untransformed versions of the Tetsaiga. This one, of course, comes in its sheath, which is just shiny black. And then you take that off. The blade is properly dented, and it has the same sort of wrapping here and gold handle as this one does, except this one has the big furry bit, and of course is much larger. That sheath can fit in a little loop on InuYasha's waist, and then he can hold either the untransformed or the transformed version of Tetsaiga. That's where I've set up for all of InuYasha's accessories, so let's move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, InuYasha comes in the standard for this series, which is the big blister cards, which are very cool. InuYasha logo up there at the top, as well as a picture of InuYasha, Toonami logo of it there. On the back, you get a picture of the figure, as well as the other figure in this series, which is Kagome, which I will be reviewing shortly, and Shishomaru and Kikyo from Series 2, which I will also be reviewing shortly. As always the case with blister cards, these are good for in or out of package display, so yeah, InuYasha! Alright, that wraps it up for InuYasha, so until next time, goodbye! Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.